Hello, my name's Paul Goldsmith, born and bred in Gateshead, Newcastle, and yeah, I'm a local artist. I have been called worse, and Newcastle's my home. And to do a book and to paint my home so everybody else can see it is quite important. You see the most fabulous architecture, and people are walking around looking for sixpences on the pavement, I suppose. But it's when you look up and when you look at your environment and you see reflections of the old in the new, it's recording Newcastle as it is today. That really is the thing that stirred me up.
I'm Martin Ellis and I published Visions of Newcastle. The core of the book is a collection of paintings by Paul Goldsmith, which is the main thrust of the book, but the book also has supporting text which provides the reader with all sorts of background information relating to the buildings that Paul's painted and the history and culture of Newcastle. There's many things that make Newcastle special. I think it's got a great character and personality. It's got a unique feeling. So if somebody walks around Newcastle, they feel they're in Newcastle because the buildings have a character and a personality which seems to relate to the people in the city.
It's portable, it's easy, it's non-aggressive. In other words, because I'm in contact with the public, at one point I was sitting painting and a chap came over to me, he was looking at the painting, and his dog was helping itself to my water that I was using to paint the picture with. And then I used to carry a tray of water for dogs. So it's more friendly to people. Now, this is why it really is important to paint the way I paint, quite simply because I make what's called hard paint. I get the ingredients, as in the pigment, and I grind it up with gum arabic, and I don't have any additives to it. It's what's called hard paint, or rather, that's what I've nicknamed it, hard paint, because it doesn't have gelatines or honeys or chalks or things like that. That's added to the paint so it can become more malleable with water. I want to maintain the crispness and clarity of pigments. I suppose the culture, coming from Gateshead and Newcastle, when I was a student, I studied at Norwich, and when I used to come up to Newcastle, on the train, coming into Newcastle, on the King Edward Bridge, or whichever bridge that you were coming in on, and you saw the Tyne Bridge, that's when I turned around and said, now I'm home. In fact, I got a card from John who said, this is just amazing. It's like walking through the streets of Newcastle again, even though he's in Malaysia. Which, if I can do that, that's my job. I've done my job.